Hi, this is Deb Preachuk on behalf of PurePharma. Today what I'm going to do is teach you some tissue mobilizations to help you prepare for correcting bad posture, otherwise known as rounded shoulder syndrome or forward head posture. So to begin, you're going to need a piece of equipment, and that's either going to be a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball. It's a great DIY. I'm going to be using a lacrosse ball today, but if you find that it's too intense for you, please make sure you listen to your body and start off with a tennis ball. I've got my teaching assistant Jeff here, and what I'm going to do is show you on Jeff where we're going to be placing this ball for the two different exercises. So as I spin Jeff around, the first one is taking that lacrosse ball, and you can go anywhere around the shoulder blade area. And so you've got a great amount of tissue that you can work on. In general, my experience has been that the lower you go, the easier it is to work, and it gets a little bit more intense as you roll up. But I've always met somebody where that rule is opposite. So it's just a general rule of thumb. So that's the first placement area. The second exercise is now working in that channel between the shoulder blade and the spine. It's very important that we don't put this ball directly on the center of the spine, but we get into this sort of column in through here. Same rule applies. Lower is in general a little easier to work with, and the higher up that you get, the more intense. Now I recommend about 2 minutes per area, so you could easily do maybe the low part of the shoulder blade for 2 minutes and then move up for another 2, but it's not required. Maybe over the course of a few days you can hit some other spots if you only have time to do each of those singular exercises. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to set it up. So what you need to do is make sure you've got some kind of padding. I've got a yoga mat here placed on top of my reformer. And another pieces of equipment you might need are maybe some type of padding for underneath your head. Now it's going to depend on your postural position, but if you cannot get your head to sit in a very nice lengthened spine where the back of the head is easily touching the ground and you can actively pull your chin down, I highly recommend that you use some kind of padding to get your head and shoulders relatively level. So I've got these here. I'm going to put them aside. You want to lay yourself down on the floor, your knees and your feet about 6 inches apart. Go ahead and roll yourself down. And you want to just try to establish a nice stacked postural position. And again, just think about that head position. From there, you're going to take your lacrosse or tennis ball and you're going to place it in the desired area. Now, if you're really tight in range of motion, you might need somebody to help you out to get that ball placed, and that's fine. From that point forward, the arm that you're working on or the shoulder that you're working on is going to be a little bit more elevated than the other. That's normal. So use your breathing, help yourself get settled on that ball, drop the chin. The arm on the same side crosses to the opposing shoulder, and then your free arm can easily come on top. You're going to use your breathing to help work on releasing the tissues. And then from there, you want to just try and roll your body across that area and away. Okay? And your body will definitely talk to you about what's tight, what needs to be focused on. You have some options. You can contract the shoulder blade against the resistance and then soften and let it absorb. You can do small oscillations. You can do some torso rotations. I recommend only about 2 minutes in each area. From that point forward, the other exercise is to slide that ball in between the channel, so between the shoulder blade and the spine. Again, you might need somebody to help you out there. Be aware of your neck position, drop your chin down. Again, that arm's going to be a little bit lifted. That's fine. Do your best to absorb the position. The free arm is now going to cross over to the opposing hip, slide the shoulder blade down. From there, you're going to work on pulling the arm directly back. Keep it fairly close to the earlobe, oscillate around any tight corners, and return. And you're going to work on that again for about that 2-minute amount of time. So give those 2 mobilizations a chance. Let me know if you have any questions. Please reach out. I'm happy to help you in any way possible. And if you've been doing them, let me know how it goes. Thanks for watching.